Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with another live stream. So before we get started, you already know what to do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice. Smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers, and let's get it cracking, all right? So shout out to everybody who is in the building early. It's good to see each and every one of you guys. If you can hear me okay, please give me a thumbs up or a radiation emoji in the chat. If you guys cannot hear me, please give me a thumbs down or an angry face, and I will work on it. I'm going to shout out everybody that's in the building early. We got Simo B1. We got So It's Muscle Pain. What's good with it? We got my man Al McGowan in the building. Shout out to my man PD that remains. We got Carla Lockhart in the house. Shout out to you, Carla. All right. We got Miss Nisi in the building. And we got the fake Ricky Manor account, I think. So, y'all let me know if y'all want that. If y'all want to make Ricky Manor, the fake Ricky Manor, pay to play. Put those locks in the chat. And we got Sun Kissed by the Most High in the building. Shout out to you. What's good with it? So we're going to talk about the family of Courtney Clenney. They're facing charges. All right. You guys saw I dropped a little video on that. If y'all haven't checked that out, make sure y'all check out that little video that I dropped on that. And she's facing charges too. New charges. Not just the charges that she was locked up on before. New charges. So we're going to check out all that. All right. The first thing that we got up is a video from Law and Crime, and this is the video where they got the judge, and the judge is gonna be talking about the new charges that Courtney Clenney is getting hit with in this case of her deletion of Christian Obumseli.
We have two matters in front of us today. Essentially, two matters. One involves a motion to compel discovery, and the other involves a petition for order to show cause, as well as several replies back and forth.
Your Honor, just for some housekeeping issues, if Your Honor wouldn't mind, at this time, in case F2214137, the state is filing amended information. The defendant is still charged with second-degree murder with a weapon. We're adding another count of interception of wire or electronic communications, a third-degree felony.
Can we see it?
We've never been notified of it. We've never seen it, which seems to be typical these days.
All right, no, we're not going to have any of that here. If we're going to do any of the inappropriate comments or grandstanding, we're going to hold off on here today.
Your Honor, while they look at that, also the state is also filing discovery for the court and handing over to the defense a copy of the filing, as well as it's the warrants judge that created the new case.
All right, Mr. Prieto, you did your H just now, right?
I did, Judge.
So we're going to keep it purely professional, and that includes everybody in the courtroom. So if it's not a professional.
So do you guys see that the judge keeps having to check these people about the professionalism? If you guys see that the judge keeps having to check the Clenney family's lawyer about the professionalism, give me a thumbs up. If you guys don't see that, give me a thumbs down. They're being really unprofessional, just saying a lot of stuff that really you shouldn't say, or how you shouldn't conduct yourself if you're an agent of the court in the court. Like, this is just wild right here.
Then we're going to shut the hearing down today, and we will do it on another day when we can be professional. Okay?
Understood.
Thank you. So no throwaway comments. Right.
With that,
Judge, on behalf of Ms. Clenney, we'll enter a plea not guilty, demand discovery, and request a trial bench.
Thank you.
Your Honor, with that being said, we do have an information for the new case. We can address it at the very end, or we can do it right now. It's up to Your Honor.
Go ahead and address it right now.
So, in case F242015, the state is filing a consolidated information, consolidating F242016, F242169. It is making defendant A, Kim Dwayne Clenney, defendant B, Deborah Clenney, defendant C, Courtney Clenney. We're charging one count of offenses against computer users, third-degree felony for all three defendants. We have provided a copy to defense.
On behalf of the Courtney Clenney, we have not delivered demand discovery and have to take this up.
And then for Ms. Deborah Clenney and Mr. Kim Clenney, who's representing them?
Your Honor, Kim Clenney and Deborah Clenney were arrested day before yesterday in Austin, Texas.
So who he's talking about right now is the parents. The parents got arrested the day before in Austin, Texas. All right, you guys see that? So it's going down. They're not playing with these people. And real quick, ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all throw some radiation emoji in the chat and some flames for Sun Kissed by the Most High. Definitely appreciate it. Make sure y'all show her some love.
They were subsequently released. They will be appearing in Miami at some point to self-surrender at TGK. There's a $5,000 bond, so those bonds will be paid, and they should be released, is the messages I'm receiving. But as of yet, we do not have counsel for them. Due to the nature and circumstances of what the state's allegations are, I don't think that myself or Ms. Puglisi can represent them. So we will get them counsel.
Does Your Honor want to set an arraignment date? So that
Shout out to Black Bitcoin Key. Yo, that's crazy, man. It's crazy that they thought that they was going to get away with finding that computer, messing with the computer, and then not turning it in, and it could have been evidence. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. And then their lawyer is acting like, oh, well, you know, everybody's just overreacting. That's tampering with evidence. If you guys agree that what Courtney Clenney's parents did was mishandling evidence and tampering with evidence, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. And shout out to my man Black Bitcoin Key. What's good with it?
Attorneys for us to make sure that they are represented. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this, as I would another case, and set it for 2 weeks for court attorney for them to come in with counsel. They don't have to be here as long as the counsel's filed.
Shout out to Keldrick. What's good with you, bro?
Any other case. So 2 weeks for, so F-24.
2015 A, B, and C.
A, B, and C. For court attorney.
And you want the C to travel along with them, Judge, even though it was arraigned?
In arraignment, we scheduled that same day.
Right, so then let's go back to, Ms. Clenney's case. For the motion, we're gonna start with a motion to compel discovery. Because I think that's going to be potentially more straightforward, but we shall see. Right, so this is the state's motion to, compel reciprocal discovery based on, some things that have been turned over, some things that have not been turned over, so let's discuss what you are seeking this time.
Judge, the rules of discovery are clear that the defendants have a obligation to, just like the state does, to provide discovery within 15 days. There are, among those witness lists, reports, statements that are made by those listed witnesses. Some discovery since the state's initial filing in December has been provided. We received a video that we were requesting for over 30 days. That video was removed, had audio removed. There's clear communications in the video. Those are statements of those people. We are entitled to that. The defense, for example, yesterday amended discovery listing witnesses. That's perfectly fine. I provided the court a copy via email. So again, they just have to provide a list 15 days upon these witnesses becoming witnesses, assuming. So that also is contingent with statements, contracts, agreements. It's anything that would be in theory discoverable. So for example, if they retained an expert, a point of contention might be this person retained. This person, you know, you pay someone $1 million, they might do whatever you want. The state has not received any retainer agreements, any kind of contract.
Zero throwaway comments. Okay, I understand what you're asking about discovery as far as experts, but
I was using an example, Judge, of a hyperbolic figure. My point is, and then that typically wasn't meant as a throwaway comment. It is a question of credibility what a witness might be paid, and the state is entitled to that discovery. To date, we have not received that. Similarly to the witnesses that were listed yesterday, the state did not receive any statements that might or might not be made by these persons. Additionally, and pertinent to the collateral case, is Mr. Clenney was listed by both the state and the defense, and the communications in writing by Mr. Clenney with the defense counsel are all discovery needed by. So, notwithstanding the fact that the state received some of those communications via a warrant to Deborah Clenney, those communications, all of them, are discovered. No, Judge, the point is that some of this became sensitive investigative issues once it was discovered by the state in December. So some of the matters I just could not approach because, frankly, I referred it to my native police because I'm not the arresting authority and I'm not an investigator, I'm just a prosecutor. So some of these matters I just could not disclose or pursue because then it would hinder that investigation. So
now, what's crazy about this, right? How many of y'all remember this from the beginning? At first, they weren't even going to charge her. Do y'all remember that? If y'all remember that, give me a thumbs up. If y'all don't remember, give me a thumbs down. At first, they weren't even going to charge her. Now, as they're going through this case, they got it in the court, combing through all of this information and combing through all of this evidence. Just more and more and more and more and more stuff is coming out, and it's just not surprising, man. I don't think anybody is surprised by this except for the people who didn't want to have any charges put against her in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, shout out to everybody that's watching. We got 25 people watching. I appreciate y'all. And we got 22 likes. If everybody can bang on that like button and get us to 30, that'd be great.
The rules. There's no obligation for a defense attorney to invoke discovery. If they do, then they have to comply with it.
All right, so what is it that you believe is outstanding that you are specifically asking for this time? And know that there were, it looks like the videos pertain to potential expert witnesses that I think at least one or two of whom have been listed. Yes, at some point the state is entitled to discovery regarding those expert witnesses if they've, drafted reports. There are no clear text agreement, but what is it that you believe at this point specifically that you are requesting that is in your motion to compel?
Yes, Judge. The state is requesting the names and addresses of all witnesses that the defendant has, quote, uncovered, because that's the words used by counsel. I'm not making them throw away. That were present for any of these recordings, a list of the individuals that were present for the recordings that were made and provided. Specifically, there's several set of videos, but the studio video, for lack of a better term, one where there were 5 different takes, and there was a secondary video that looked to be outside. I don't know if that was only the defense's expert or other persons there recording it. Those people are pertinent for any discovery. The audio of the videos that were already provided. Anyone that was involved in the editing of those recordings as well, particularly some videos were in slow motion. I don't know if that was a subsequent edit or anything else. That's obviously pertinent discovery. And then actually in the last line of our reply, I put statements and reports of any of the witnesses by the defense that exist in their care, custody, and control. That, and the state would just piggyback since they amended the discovery yesterday with some witnesses, whoever those witnesses are.
All right, so there's that. All right. So now I was looking at the comments on the video that that I had did, the most recent one, and somebody was saying something about a second stabbing. And when I had first talked about this, I didn't know that there was a second stabbing, but I actually saw a video on Court TV that I'm going to share with you guys where they're giving some details about this quote unquote second stabbing. How many people knew about the second stabbing? If you guys knew about that, give me a thumbs up. If you guys didn't, give me a thumbs down. Now, if you guys are watching any of my videos about this, right? Because in that last video, there were people in the comment section who were asking me to make a video about this and make a video about that. All of the videos that I made about this, as you're watching the replay, there will be little cards that pop out, and they'll pop out in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Those will take you to the videos that I've made about this before. Most likely, all of the questions or all of the things that people, quote unquote, want videos about will be answered in those other videos. So as you guys see those cards pop out on any one of my videos, you know what I'm saying? On any one of my videos, hit those cards as they pop out. All right. So let's check this out. Yeah, so as you guys can see, OnlyFans model text points to second stabbing. And this video was from, I want to say this was from a couple months ago.
Here is the video we've been talking about. Courtney Clenney and her boyfriend, Christian Obenselli, trying to make their way up in their private elevator to the $12,000 a month apartment. Bit of a fight here. Now, there's two different
$12,000 a month. How many of y'all stay in a $12,000 a month apartment? If y'all stay in a $12,000 a month apartment, give me a thumbs up. If y'all don't, give me a thumbs down. $12,000 a month. That's how much it costs to stay in Miami, man. It's expensive. Why are you down in Miami being degenerates? You know what I'm saying? $12,000 a month. You can't find something better to do than to get lit and be involved in all kind of degeneracy. If you can afford to pay $12,000 a month, man, you should definitely find something better to do than this kind of nonsense. Do y'all agree? It's crazy.
Interpretations of this. The prosecution says, yeah, this is Courtney Clenney abusing Christian Obenselli, who she eventually stabbed to death in his chest.
So now check this out, right? If you guys notice, right? In the media, the attorney for the Clenney family and the media, they keep saying that this was a quote unquote mutually abusive relationship, right? But the only evidence that we have, and this is random evidence because this wasn't taken by a cell phone or anything. This was taken from like a camera inside of an elevator. The only evidence there is of her being physically violent with him. Has anybody seen any evidence of him being physically violent with her? But now, mind you, right, this dude right here, Christopher Obenselli, he made all kinds of ridiculous statements about black women, all kinds of ridiculous statements about black Americans, posted it all on Twitter, and look who took him out. You gotta every time, you know what I'm saying, I say something, gotta reiterate that. Gotta reiterate that, because homeboy was moving like a clown with all that nonsense he was talking. And where you think he got that nonsense at? If you guys think that his parents instilled that anti-black hatred into him, give me a thumbs up. If you guys don't, then give me a thumbs down. I think that he got that from his parents for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? I think that he was raised like that. And he came to the United States and, you know, just thought he was just better than everybody and he had everything under control and under wraps and had it all handled. And then America showed him what time it was. You know what I'm saying? Sad story, but you know what I'm saying? This honestly, These people right here that try to go in on us and talk crazy about us, we try to warn them about stuff like this, but they know it all. They come from somewhere else, but know it all, though. They know more than us about where we've lived at our entire life. They know more than us about it than we do. And then you see stuff like this happening all the time to them. You know what I'm saying? Botham John, Ahmaud Arbery. You know what I'm saying? Him. You know what I mean? I don't know what to say.
I spoke with her lawyer and said, well, he's like not supposed to be going in that elevator to the apartment. She was trying to go to the apartment and he's like stalking and following her and won't leave the apartment that she pays for. So what's the truth? Well, it'll be battled out in court, but she's charged with murder. He won't be there to tell his story. But I think his story might be told because she stabbed him to death as claiming self-defense. But it wasn't the first time that Courtney stabbed Christian. There was another time.
See, so it wasn't the first time. So they had a imagine how toxic your relationship got to be if you have a habit of just you know you're gonna get stabbed once or twice a month. Man, that's crazy, man. Who would put up with that? Who would put up with that nonsense? And real quick, shout out to everybody. We got 32 people watching and we got 33 likes. If everybody could bang on that like button and get us to 50, that'd be great.
And there were some text message exchanges that they had, and we're going to show them and play them for you because we had folks from the show read those text messages. Let's take a look and a listen.
The crazy thing about all of this is that yesterday, when you stabbed me in the leg and you saw how bad it was hurting me and I couldn't walk, I couldn't do and you were telling me, I wish I could have taken your pain away. I wish it was.
See, look at this, man. How you gonna stab somebody in the leg and then Christopher Obumseli telling her, I wish I could take the pain away. Like, this is crazy right here. The crazy thing about all of this is that yesterday, when you stabbed me in the leg and you saw how bad it was hurting me and I couldn't walk, I couldn't do, and you were telling me, I wish you could take your pain away. I wish it was me and not you. The next morning, I still woke up happy and gave you a good day, even though my leg was hurting because my girlfriend stabbed me. So you're telling me you can't do the same thing the next day and say whatever happened last night, today's a new day, because that's what I do for you. I woke up happy. I took you to Vegas to get drove right back, helped you shoot, drank with you. Look, did blow with you. So this is what I'm saying. They was doing drugs, did blow with you just so you're having a great day. And I'm doing all of this while my leg hurts bad. Did I make you feel like blank for stabbing me? No, I just sucked it up and hoped it would be better tomorrow. Bro, I don't know what's wrong with you, bro. I do not know what is wrong with you. Facts. If y'all agree with my man Al, this is the purest of the pure simps. Purest of the pure simp. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ask the question at some point. When you accept stuff like this, if something bad happens, how much of the blame are you culpable for? Would you guys agree? If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. Yeah, simping will get you deleted. And this dude was an actual simp. An actual simp. Now, let me ask y'all this question. What kind of online content do you guys think that Christopher Obumseli listened to? What do you think his daily intake of like Instagram, social, TikTok, YouTube? What do y'all think that he was taking in every day?
The crazy thing about all of this is that yesterday, when you stabbed me in the leg and you saw how bad it was hurting me and I couldn't walk, I couldn't do and you were telling me, I wish I could have taken your pain away. I wish it was me and not you. The next morning, I still woke up happy. I still gave you a good day, even though my leg was hurting.
Listen, man, listen, if you survive attempting to stab me in my leg, we definitely ain't gonna continue in no relationship. How many of y'all would stay with somebody that stabbed them in the leg the first time? Ain't gonna be no second time, ain't gonna be no third time, ain't gonna be no none of that. Like, this is just wild.
Because my girlfriend stabbed me. So you're telling me you can't do the same thing the next day and say, whatever happened last night, today's a new day. Because that's what I do for you. I woke up happy. I took you to Vegas to get your drove right back. Helped you shoot. drank with you, did blow with you, just so you're having a great day. And I'm doing all of this while my leg hurts so bad. Did I make you feel like for stabbing me? No, I just sucked it up and hope tomorrow will be better.
If you decide.
Yeah. Here's the thing. He should have made her feel like crap for stabbing him, and then he should have left. Do you guys agree? Like, you don't give somebody positive reinforcement for stabbing you. Come on, bruh. Make it, man. Make it make sense. Facts. Shout out to Miss Nisi. Miss Nisi said, one time to act a fool with me, I'm gone. Facts. I ain't mad at it. If y'all agree with Miss Nisi, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. Facts. Big facts. You start, listen, like I said, you might not even make it if you try to stab me. But if you do, we definitely ain't gonna be keeping things going. Nah.
I did get security, call. I will tell them exactly what happened.
Hey, I'm sorry. If it's okay, can I come up? I know you said 5 minutes, but I've been in the restroom. My nose is bleeding.
Pure simp. And they was doing cocaine. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Y'all heard it on Dave Chappelle when he was acting like Rick James. What is he apologizing for? And he got stabbed in the leg. Man, this is the simp. This is pure simpatry. Pure simpatry. Shout out to Black Spider. What's good with it, Black Spider?
Bleeding and the back of my head hurts. Like really hurts. I don't know if it was your hand or the phone, but I'm really dizzy.
I'm putting your stuff up. You can come get it when I say you can. Go to first aid.
They had to take me somewhere. My shirt was off walking through the casino, so I wouldn't get blood on it. Can you open the door, please? And you were pounding the phone on my head when I was done. It's okay, but can you let me in? I don't.
So look, check this out, right? She did all of this to him, right? Like she beat him up. Have y'all heard these before? All of these text messages, this message exchange between them two. She did all of this to him, right? And so instead of going away from who hurt you, he's going back to the person that did all this to him. Make it make sense. And yo, shout out to SOS Muscle Pain for being a like enforcer. Throw them like enforcers in the chat. SOS Muscle Pain says the people that have just come in, please hit the thumbs up button. Yeah, absolutely. Hit that thumbs up button. If y'all haven't subscribed to the other channels, to my other social media, take a moment, do that. And also, please share the stream. All right.
Get your go right back. Help you shoot. Drank with you. Did blow with you. Just so you're having a great day. And I'm doing all of this while my leg hurts so bad. Did I make you feel like?
So listen, man, don't do drugs. Don't do drugs.
For stabbing me? No, I just sucked it up and hope tomorrow will be better.
If you decide to get security, call. I will tell them exactly what happened.
Hey, I'm sorry. If it's okay, can I come up? I know you said 5 minutes, but I've been in the restroom. My nose is bleeding and the back of my head hurts. Like really hurts. I don't know if it was your hand or the phone, but I'm really dizzy.
Look, so you know it was she hit him. She bust him all upside his head. And it was doing cocaine. So his nose could be bleeding from the cocaine or from him getting bust upside his head by her, or both. See, I've been in the restroom. My nose is bleeding and the back of my head hurts, like really hurts. I don't know if it was your hand or the phone, but I'm really dizzy. So she really beat him up. And he's going to her. See, this is how you can tell the telltale signs of a toxic, dysfunctional relationship with two toxic, dysfunctional people. Because after you've been physically beaten to the point where you're bleeding and you're dizzy, why would you go to the person that just did that to you? Do that make any sense? You ain't never lied, bro. Facts. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions? Yeah, the scrambled eggs.
I'm putting your stuff up. You can come get it when I say you can. Go to first aid.
They had to take me somewhere. My shirt was off walking through the casino, so I wouldn't get blood on it. Can you open the door, please? And you were pounding the phone on my head when I was done. It's okay, but can you let me in? I don't feel good, please. Courtney, can you open the door? I don't feel good and there's a bump on the back of my head. Can you just let me in? I'll be on the couch while you're in the bed. I don't want my nose to bleed.
And she put that bump on the back of his head. She put the bump on the back of his head. And he trying to get into the house.
And going back and forth downstairs to the restroom is making me nauseous. I'm getting anxiety and you know how I get. Can you please let me in? And help me, please? We don't need to say a word. I haven't ate and running on 2 hours of sleep and drugs. Please open the door. Courtney, I don't...
Man, this dude said, look at this, look at this. Look at this, man. Look how wild this is, man. His family, man. His family, like this is what your son was doing. We don't need to say a word. I haven't ate, and I'm running on 2 hours of sleep and drugs. He said 2 hours of sleep and drugs. Mm. 2 hours of sleep and drugs, y'all.
The sleep and drugs. Please open the door. Courtney, I don't feel good. Open the door for real. This isn't cool. I have a lump on the back of my head and I'm dizzy and anxious. And I can't keep walking up and down when my leg hurts. Come on. Courtney, can you come get me? I'm not feeling too hot. And I need to lay down with this ice pack.
Man, he should have took himself to the hot. Let me ask y'all this question. Where should he have gone? To Courtney Clenney's apartment or to the emergency room? Which one? Let me know in the comment section.
Can't see straight. I've been sitting in the restroom for an hour. Courtney, this is up. I have a lump on my head and I'm bleeding and have anxiety.
She don't care, dude.
Answer your phone. Courtney, can you let me in? You hit me in the face with the phone. Then continue to hit the back of my head with the phone. Now I have a lump. I'm bleeding, throwing up. Think I got a mild concussion and have anxiety. I slept in the restroom for 2 hours and I'm just beyond words. All I hope for is a better tomorrow. Can you let me in or not? I apologize before you said you were kicking me out and you spit on me. No matter how mad and tough gets, you don't treat the one that you love that way.
She clearly don't love you. You don't understand that? Listen, let me tell you something, man. That would, whoo, she spit on, man. She spit on him, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I tell you one thing, man. Don't spit on me. Don't never spit on me. Never spit on me. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's a way for some stuff to go really south really quick with me. Don't spit on me. Yeah, that's a shout out to Black Bitcoin Key. Oh yeah, and yeah, there's that. I didn't mean to hit that one. I was trying to hit that, but yeah, y'all could join locals if y'all want to. That always helps. But yeah, she spit on him, stabbed him, beat him up, bust him upside his head with the phone, had his nose bleeding, and spit on him. That's too much. That's way too much.
They continue to hit the back of my head with the phone. Now I have a lump. I'm bleeding, throwing up. Think I got a mild concussion and have anxiety. I slept in the restroom for 2 hours and I'm just beyond words. All I hope for is a better tomorrow. Can you let me in or not? I apologize before you said you were kicking me out and you spit on me. No matter how mad and tough gets, you don't treat the one that you love that way. State fairs tomorrow. Be ready.
Well, I'm sorry, Christian. I hope you're okay. I'm sorry for hitting you in the face and the back of your head and spitting on you. Is it right? No, you just pissed me the off, but I still love you. I don't know about the fair anymore. Maybe I'll have a change of heart after some rest. The latch will be off. I'm going to bed. Don't say anything until the morning. We can talk then. I just read these texts, and I'm truly very sorry for responding like that while you were in pain. I should have let you in clearly. I didn't realize you might have a mild concussion. I should have just come back with the medicine. I love you. I'll be back soon.
Hey, how did she not realize that he could have had a mild concussion and she the one that was busting him all upside his head? She's in this part right here. This is pure game. She running game and he buying it.
Wow. All right. Will the jury see any of that? Should the jury see any of that? Let's bring back in our think tank. Daryl Cohen.
Make sure she doesn't love me. I want her to hate me. Keep me at arm's length.
There's a lot of stuff like this. There was another incident in Vegas. Will the jury, should the jury hear this in this murder trial?
YES exclamation point times 4.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be litigated.
All right. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to listen to what they're talking about. So now another thing that we're going to take a look at is we are going to look at this fight. Now, this came out 3 weeks ago, and I actually talked about this briefly on my Crimecast channel. How many of y'all subscribe to my Crimecast channel? If y'all subscribe to Crimecast, give me a thumbs up. If y'all not, give me a thumbs down. If one of the moderators could put the link for Crimecast in the chat, that'd be great. I haven't had a chance to do any streams on that channel for about a week, but I plan to get back to it. But we talked about that briefly on that channel. But I'm going to show it to y'all here so we could have all of this together in one thing so that people that's watching it can see it. see. Hold on. I'm gonna fix this real quick. All right, let's get it.
Shut up, and you don't do it the next day.
Why are you screaming? There's people in this house.
Tonight, we're
Man, y'all hear? Listen, man, y'all hear how crazy she sound? If you can hear the crazy in her voice when she's screaming, give me a thumbs up. If y'all can't hear the crazy and y'all think she sound like Sugar and Spice and everything nice, then give me a thumbs down. Maybe I'm wrong.
Shut up, and you don't do it the next day.
Why are you screaming? There's people in this house.
Tonight, we are seeing new video of the rocky relationship between OnlyFans model Courtney Clenney and her boyfriend just months before she killed him.
Clenney claims she stabbed Christian Obumseli in self-defense back in 2022. CBS News Miami's Nakaya Carrero has more of the footage and what both sides are saying tonight.
We're here in Edgewater where Christian Obumseli died, and we have a warning. The video you are about to see shows a graphic depiction of domestic violence and may be hard for some viewers to watch. The footage was released by the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office as part of a mound of new evidence in this case.
I was sober for 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, and now why am I not sober? Because of you.
New video shows OnlyFans model Courtney Clenney hitting then boyfriend.
So check this out, right? Do y'all, again, I'm going to keep saying this every time we look at something like this. We're going to keep saying this. Do y'all remember at the beginning, they were not going to charge her? If you guys, I'm going to, like I said, once the stream is all done and processed on YouTube, I'm going to go back in and put cards in of the past streams that I've done on this. I think a lot of them are on members only, so the members will be able to see them. If you're not a member, you know, it's only 99 cents. You can become a member and see them. But in the beginning, when this first happened, they were not going to charge her. Just think about that. Let me ask y'all this. Where did that come from? That they just was not going to charge her. And then now all of this hidden information comes out, making those assumptions.
Christian Obumseli over a dozen times while on a trip in Aspen, Colorado. This is one of more than 100 pieces of evidence released to the Obumseli family civil attorney as part of the investigation.
In that video, you can see Courtney acting erratically. You can see her hitting Christian multiple times, which unfortunately is consistent with her behavior throughout this entire case.
Flirting with like 3 girls. Hold on.
What 3 girls? What 3 girls? You?
Well, maybe it doesn't matter.
In the video, Clenney accuses Obumseli of cheating on her, which he denies. His family's attorney says the behavior Courtney exhibited in this video was a disturbing pattern.
No, unfortunately, we see throughout these videos, we see throughout the phone calls and the communications that Courtney had some insecurities, as most women do, and that's no faulting to her.
Clenney's attorney said in a statement to CBS News Miami, this video is an example of the toxic relationship between Obumseli and Courtney Clenney. Evidence exists that Obumseli physically abused Courtney on prior occasions and on April 3rd, 2022.
So now they're saying that evidence exists that Obumseli physically abused Clenney, right? This video is an example of the toxic relationship between Obumseli and Courtney Clenney. Evidence exists that Obumseli physically abused Courtney on prior occasions and on April 3rd of 2022. Courtney was forced to defend herself from Obumseli's physical attack. So now what we saw in the elevator was her defending herself from a physical attack. This is her defending herself from a physical attack. Where's the evidence of him attacking her? I want to see a video. Let's just put it this way. How many people have seen a video of Obumseli attacking her the way that she's seen in all of these videos attacking him? If you guys have seen any video like that, give me a thumbs up. If you guys haven't, give me a thumbs down. Anybody watching this on the replay or whatever, if you know of any information or any video footage where Christian Obumseli is attacking Courtney Clenney in the same way that she's seen on camera multiple times attacking him, please get it to me. All right.
Courtney was forced to defend herself from Obumseli's physical attack. In court, Clenney's attorneys have argued she killed her boyfriend in self-defense during a domestic dispute. At the heart of the criminal and civil case, who was the aggressor in their relationship?
Domestic violence can happen against a man, and it can happen against a larger man. It does happen, and men are victims, and Christian was a victim.
The social media influencer is charged with second-degree murder. A hearing in her criminal case is set for this Friday. In Miami, Nakaya Carrero, CBS News, Miami.
If you are in an abusive situation, there is help available. You can call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233.
There you go. Make sure you guys write that number down if you plan on being in a domestic violence situation. Hopefully nobody is ever in a domestic violence situation. Let me see. Hold on real quick. Let me see what they got on here. Hold on. We're gonna take a quick look at this this other video. I'm gonna snag this real quick. All right, so check this out. This is a video of her parents, all right? Her parents have now been charged. Now, here go my question. Do you all know what her parents were charged with? If you guys know what her parents were charged with, let me know in the comment section. If you guys don't, you're about to find out right now. All right, hold on real quick. Let me just get this together real quick. Throw this on here like that. Boom, boom, boom. And also, you guys know sometimes YouTube likes to play these games. They like to play a lot of games with the content. After it's uploaded, after a stream is finished, they'll say, you know, there's copyright material in it or whatever. Don't even worry about it. If you're subscribed to my Rumble channel or if you're subscribed to my Twitter, you can watch the video on there in the full form without any of the YouTube copyright editing or anything like that. So always make sure that you're subscribed to my Rumble. Make sure that you're subscribed to my Twitter at Base Reality 2. All right. And you can check out Facebook too. All right.
At noon, the parents of an OnlyFans model charged with murdering her boyfriend at their Miami apartment are now facing charges.
Courtney Clenney's parents were arrested in Texas in connection with the case. Let's get to local 10 news reporter Annalise Garcia live in Miami.
She tells us what the parents are accused of doing that led to their arrest. Annalise.
Hey, Gio Janice. So now Clenney and both her parents, her mother and her father, are each facing a third-degree felony. That's an additional charge for Clenney now. So this all started when those two parents went to Clenney's apartment and began to clean her things out. They found Obumzeli's laptop that had been left behind, and according to police, it should have been turned over as evidence, but it wasn't.
New arrests made involving the case of OnlyFans model Courtney Clenney. Her parents taken into custody in Austin,
Real
Texas.
quick, ladies and gentlemen.
57-year-old.
Shout out to the stream sponsor. Shout out to the Ducket Enforcer, man. My man, my man Kirk Alton. Make sure y'all throw some radiation emoji and some flames in the chat for him. He said, bro, Clenney is innocent. That's clearly self-defense and marijuana-induced psychosis. Oh, man, bro. How many of y'all know what he's talking about? If y'all know what Kirk is talking about, give me a thumbs up. If y'all don't, give me a thumbs down. If y'all don't know what Kirk is talking about, I advise y'all to do some research. I'd advise y'all to do some research because that situation that he's talking about is wild.
Deborah Clenney and 60-year-old Kim Clenney were arrested just after 2:30 Tuesday.
Shout out to my man Win Loser Rug enforcing the ducats. We got ducket enforcement going on. Shout out to Win Loser Rug. Win Loser Rug said best streamer on YouTube. Yo, I appreciate you, bro. Make sure y'all show some love. Throw some radiation emojis, flames, ducats in the chat for my man Win Loser Rug.
Held on an out-of-state felony warrant.
If it came to it, you would lie for her.
No, I would not. I resent that accusation.
According to police sources, Clenney's parents attempted to conceal evidence as they cleaned out her Edgewater high-rise apartment. Kim Clenney allegedly found his daughter's boyfriend's laptop in that apartment, which had not been taken by police, and even attempted to access it.
So now I want y'all to pay attention to this, right? Listen, matter of fact, we're just going to start this whole thing over. The reason why we're starting the whole thing over is because I want to reiterate how what they're trying to do is they're trying to sit, the defense is trying to say that all of this is political theater, right? They're trying to say that it's political theater. They're trying to say that they're trying to spin a narrative. You're not allowed to tamper with evidence and take evidence like that. Like, that's common sense. Would you guys agree? Like, it's clearly incorrect what Courtney Clenney's parents did with that computer. They should have immediately turned it over to the police or immediately turned it over to their attorney with the understanding that the attorney would turn it over to the police, right? If you guys agree with me, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down.
Developing at noon, the parents of an OnlyFans model charged with murdering her boyfriend at their Miami apartment are now facing charges.
Courtney Clenney's parents were arrested in Texas in connection with the case. Let's get to local 10 news reporter Annalise Garcia live in Miami.
She tells us what the parents are accused of doing that led to their arrest. Annalise.
Hey, Gio Janice. So now Clenney and both her parents, her mother and her father, are each facing a third-degree felony. That's an additional charge for Clenney now. So this all started when those two parents went to Clenney's apartment and began to clean her things out. They found Obumzeli's laptop that had been left behind, and according to police, it should have been turned over as evidence, but it wasn't. New arrests made involving the case of OnlyFans model Courtney Clenney. Her parents taken into custody in Austin, Texas.
Now here you go. I got a question for y'all. What do y'all think that they had planned on doing with that computer that they found? Because there was a reason why they tried to get into it. There was definitely a reason. They definitely had some kind of they definitely had some type of motive for trying to get into that computer. He tried to get into it. He tried to put in a password, try to access it and everything. Now, if he really didn't plan on doing anything with it, or he wasn't too worried about it, I don't think that there would be any evidence of it being accessed. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to you guys, man. Throw some flames in the chat. Y'all hit that 50 likes. I appreciate it. We got 43 people in here. Let's smash that like button and try to get us to 60. All right.
Texas. 57-year-old Deborah Clenney and 60-year-old Kim Clenney were arrested just after 2:30 Tuesday, held on an out-of-state felony warrant.
If it came to it, you would lie for her.
No, I would not. I resent that accusation.
According to police sources, Clenney's parents attempted to conceal evidence as they cleaned out her Edgewater high-rise apartment. Kim Clenney allegedly found his daughter's boyfriend's laptop in that apartment, which had not been taken by police, and even attempted to access it. The arrest warrant describes how there was a conversation between Courtney's attorneys and her parents about getting the password to the laptop. Attorneys sent possibilities for a password, and Clenney's parents ultimately accessed the laptop. They then turned it over to the attorneys. Now all...
So that's... Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on real quick.
Between Courtney's attorneys and her parents about getting the password.
So it sounds to me like the attorney's kind of shady too, because the attorney knew better. And the attorney, it seems like, from what they're saying on the news, the attorneys directed them to continue to try to access the password, is what it seems like, right? That's not good advice from an attorney. So if that attorney had actually advised them properly, they might not be in trouble. So they should kind of, I don't know, man, the bar association might actually want to look into that attorney and try to figure out, well, what rationale did you have with telling your clients to try to tamper with this evidence? Why didn't you advise your clients to either give it to you so that you can hand it over to the police, or them hand it over to the police themselves? Why would the attorney advise them to do that? Think about that. Is that good advice from an attorney to a client?
Kim Clenney allegedly found his daughter's boyfriend's laptop in that apartment, which had not been taken by police, and even attempted to access it. The arrest warrant describes how there was a conversation between Courtney's attorneys and her parents about getting the password to the laptop. Attorneys sent possibilities for a password, and Clenney's parents ultimately...
Why would the attorneys... I think that the attorneys should be in just as much trouble as the family. The attorney even sent possibilities for a password. Like, why would you do that? And how much y'all want to bet? I bet you Courtney Clenney knows the password. But why would they advise her that way, though? That's bad advice. That's bad lawyering. That's wild, man. Wow. That's all I got to say on that.
Accessed the laptop. They then turned it over to the attorneys. Now all three, Courtney and her mother and father, are facing charges because they accessed the laptop without authorization.
No, I don't think that it is. Win, lose, or rug. I don't think that that's legal, and I don't think that it's ethical. And I think that breach of ethics can actually compromise your law license. If I'm not mistaken, it's absolutely not ethical for an attorney to advise a client to break the law. Would you guys agree? If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down.
Courtney Clenney's attorney releasing a statement reading, quote, "We're extremely surprised and very concerned about this arrest of the Clenney family. This could be an example of prosecutorial overreach and misconduct. Courtney Clenney is accused of killing Christian Obumzeli during an argument in April."
How is this prosecutorial overreach when you're directing your clients to tamper with evidence and they caught you? Now you're not, the lawyer's not even in trouble. The mom and dad are. But my question is, how would this in any world be prosecutorial overreach? Somebody make that make sense. Make that make sense.
April 2022.
No, that's not true. That's not real, right? Christian is dead.
Clenney's attorneys say she acted in
She's sitting up there
self-defense.
acting like she
Obumzeli's
didn't.
family claims it was
She's sitting there acting like she wasn't covered in his blood. She's sitting there talking about, no, it's not true. You did it. What are you talking about? Right. Look, Bo, here go the thing though, right? Shout out to Kirk. Kirk said that attorney is straight off television. Better call Saul. Saul was shady, right? But that's what you went to Saul for. You paid for Saul to be shady. If you had some type of situation going on, Saul was a shady lawyer that knew how to be shady to get you in trouble. They would have better off having Saul. Because Saul would have actually had some computer hackers or had some cartel members or something that he would have known somebody that knew something that could have got that done without them getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Saul was the premier rinky-dink lawyer. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who these people are that they got, but they for damn sure ain't no damn Better Call Saul. That's who they should have called. They should have called Saul. Saul would have told him how to do all that illegal stuff and not get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? And then drove away in his Cadillac. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy McGinnis. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's not true. That's not real, right? Christian is dead.
Clenney's attorneys say she acted in self-defense. Obumseli's family claims it was domestic abuse that ultimately ended with her fatally stabbing him during an outburst.
Hey, regardless, right? How many times do y'all see a domestic violence situation escalate to where one of the people in the partnership is dead as a result of the domestic abuse violence? How many times do people see that? That's so common. That's one of the reasons why it's so important. Don't never keep up no cycle of toxicity, especially if physical violence is involved. You know what I'm saying? If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, give me a thumbs down.
And the Obumseli family attorney did respond to one of my Local 10 colleagues, saying that he's very happy that the state attorney's office is continuing to aggressively hold Ms. Clenney accountable and responsible, and they are grateful for the state attorney's office for these new charges. As for Clenney, she remains behind bars, awaiting her trial on that second-degree murder charge. We're live in Miami. Annalise Garcia, Local 10 News.
All right, so there's that. All right, so now next what we're about to do is we're going to take a look at this little video clip from Court TV. All right, let me see. They might have a little bit different information. And there's an article from Local 10 where they actually have the warrants. All right, but now I don't know if anybody was aware, but her parents have been released from prison. Were you guys aware of that? If you guys were aware that her parents have been released from prison, give me a thumbs up. If you weren't, then give me a thumbs down. So let me see. Hold on, what we got right here. I just want this is a real bad shot, but we got to do it to him. We got to do it to him. Look at your boy right here. Look at this. Why they catch him like that? Why they catch him like that? Why they got him looking like that? Oh man, why they got your boy looking like that, man? Oh man, he looking wild on that screen.
Fans model murder case against defendant Courtney Clenney. Her parents have now also been arrested in connection with the case. Kim and Deborah Clenney were arrested at their home in Austin, Texas, and taken into custody by Travis County law enforcement on a warrant out of Florida on charges of unauthorized or excessive access to a computer system, or electronic device. The local reports indicate that after police turned...
Look at, man, that's wild. Look at that. Man, that's wild, man. That is wild. That is crazy work. Crazy work. Facts. Shout out to So It's Muscle Pain. Make sure y'all show him some love. Throw some bot enforcers in the chat. 54 people in here. Become a villain or a villainess. Hit the thumbs up button. Facts. Hit that thumbs up button. Let me see where we at. Let me see if I could beg for some more likes. Let me see where we at. Do some YouTube begging. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. I'm in the green. I can beg. Let me see. We got 53 people in here and we got 56 likes. Let's try to get the likes to 70. Can we do that? Smash that like button. If y'all haven't shared, make sure that y'all share. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, don't know why you would do that, but go ahead and hit that bell icon twice and subscribe.
Clenney's apartment over to her parents. Her father found victim Christian Obumseli's laptop and attempted to access it before turning it over to his attorneys. Now, this led police to believe that he was attempting to conceal evidence. Now, let's take you back.
Now, see, this is what I'm talking about. Did y'all see all of that blood and gore on the screen? How is it that Court TV is allowed to post content where all of that blood and gore is on the screen, is all shown, and the video is not child restricted, none of that. None of that. Like, how are they allowed to do that? Does that make any sense? Make that make sense.
To a hearing in November of 2022, where Courtney's father testified that even he knew that the relationship between Courtney and Abumseli was, quote, toxic.
It was very toxic, and I knew from the beginning that he was not treating her correctly. I saw proof with my own eyes. I heard calls between them, calls to my wife. I heard many things that father, who loves his daughter very deeply, should never have to put up with.
Now, after the arrest, Courtney.
Where's the evidence of him abusing her? Miss Niecy about to lay it down. Shout out to Miss Niecy. Get you some sleep, Miss Niecy. Shout out to James Denny.
His attorney, Frank Prieto, released this statement saying in part, "We believe the Clenney family has been targeted with some trumped up charges to discredit them in the press and make their lives miserable."
Do you guys agree with the attorney? Clenney's parents arrested. Attorney Frank Prieto statement. "We believe the Clenney family has been targeted with some trumped up charges to discredit them in the press and make their lives miserable. It stinks of a power play by prosecutors to control the narrative." Okay, so let's go down the line here. Did they handle the evidence inappropriately? Did the family handle the evidence inappropriately? I would say that it's pretty safe to say that the family handled the evidence inappropriately. So my question is, if the family handled the evidence inappropriately, what is it? How is it that they're being targeted? What happened that they're somehow being targeted? Why are we saying that they're being targeted? Make it make sense.
It stinks of a power play by prosecutors to control the narrative. Both the Clenney parents are still in custody in Texas, and it is unknown when they could be extradited to South Florida to face the charges. Courtney Clenney has also been charged with the same new charges as her parents, and she still remains in jail awaiting trial for the second-degree murder of Christian Abumseli. She maintains that she acted in self-defense.
So now check this out, right? She getting charged. Look, check this out. Courtney Clenney getting charged with the cyber crimes. The parents getting charged, but the lawyers advised the parents to do this, and they not getting charged, or nobody's looking at them funny. Literally, nobody in this report or any report that we've looked at so far has questioned why the lawyer would have advised the family to do that. Clearly bad advice. Purely bad advice.
All right, let's bring back in my guest, still here to discuss criminal defense attorney, former prosecutor Jack Rice, and former assistant state attorney and criminal defense attorney, Sue Ann Robinson. All right, Sue Ann, I want to start with you. There's a claim being made here by the defense that this is a power play by the state. In fact, there's going to be a hearing tomorrow regarding a gag order, and this was their way of, again, putting information out there before this gag order comes. And really, there's no substance to these charges. What do you make?
I think it is very interesting. I think that if they're trying to get information around what she did, around what she was doing, what happened with the electronic devices, the state has very minimal ways to do it if the parents are out of state. So is it a power play? Yes, because the state has that long arm and they're exercising it in order to thoroughly do their prosecution.
You know, it's interesting, Jack, the defense attorney also said, look, this didn't need to be out there as an arrest. You could have made a phone call. We could have settled this, talked about it, figured it out. I would have brought them in. So his idea is that, again, this is some sort of way of maybe putting pressure on Clenney and the parents. Let's remember, Clenney was on the phone with her mom, right, at the time of the murder, didn't call 911 until about 14 minutes after when the state believed these murders happened. So there could be a lot going on here.
No, I think that's clear. And I think what's also clear is that we don't know just how good that communication really is between the defense and the prosecution and exactly what they're trying to accomplish, whether or not they're getting all the cooperation that they want. All I do know is that the idea that if allegedly the family actually brought that computer to my office, my response is, yeah, I'm not touching that. Yeah. Because in the end, a big piece of this is that this is about evidence. And there are...
See? I'm not even a lawyer. And I knew that. So why did their lawyer not say that.
Whether or not they're getting all the cooperation that they want. All I do know is that the idea that if allegedly the family actually brought that computer to my office, my response is, yeah, I'm not touching that. Yeah. Because it.
See? Shout out to Jerry. Make sure y'all show Jerry some love. Throw some radiation emoji, flames, and ducks in the chat for Jerry Bedford with the $10 super chat. Definitely appreciate it, bro. Jerry says, you think that laptop recorded that stabbing? I don't know. It could have, but I don't know. But it might have had more information. It might have had like some other encounters. It seemed like they had a lot of messiness going on. And anytime where there was electronics around with them involved with their messiness, there's always some other piece of information that makes Courtney Clenney look real bad on it. And I think that Courtney Clenney's family realized that. And because they realized that, they like, oh, Lord, another computer, another cell phone, another camera. Let's try to see what's on here and possibly get rid of that. And again, this is just me speculating. But what do you guys think? Let me know what y'all think, because that's a good question. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comment section.
In the end, a big piece of this is that this is about evidence, and there are certain limitations when it comes to it. What you can't do is start hiding evidence. Again, it's only an allegation at this point, but this is part of that revving up process. When you bring multiple defendants into a case, sometimes it's designed to put pressure on others. So is this a feint? It might be.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. That's what they do oftentimes, the state, in cases like this. But the thing that jumps out at me here too, Sue Ann, is that there was a computer in an apartment where a murder happened, where an investigation took place. They finally turned it over to the parents once they were done with their investigation, and there was a computer in the apartment. I'm flabbergasted.
What you have to remember is
Right. So what he said, he does make a good point. What he's saying is, how did the police miss the computer? Which is a good point. Because how did they miss the computer? I'll tell you why. Because in most cases, the police are incompetent.
initially the police and the state attorney that's now so zealously advocating was not investigating at all. They had closed this out. She was gone about her business.
See, she said the same thing I said. Because again, that's one of the reasons why I keep bringing up, and I'm going to keep bringing this up. In the beginning, they weren't going to charge her. They had opportunities to get all of this stuff. In the beginning, they weren't going to charge her, which is why they're going about it like this.
And the state attorney that's now so zealously advocating was not investigating at all. They had closed this out. She was gone about her business. Remember, social media was following her and accusing her, and she was being tried in the court of public opinion. So now they're kind of in a situation where now they've collected more evidence. Obviously, now
because they've been so embarrassed, right? Their bias and bigotry has just been put on full display. Now they have to hyper aggressively try to prosecute and cross all the T's and dot all the I's, because they've been exposed for what they are when they let her off at first. That's to me, if you ask me, that's one of the major things. These people exposed themselves. Now they got to turn around and backtrack. They immediately say, oh, well, she didn't do anything. I mean, look at her. She didn't do anything. Now all this evidence comes out, and there's more evidence that says this wasn't self-defense. Now they got to hyper prosecute and hyper accuse to make up for the trust that they lost from being bigots. You know what I'm saying?
Focusing on her prosecution. But initially, early on, the family actually had to retain.
Now look, watch this, right? I'm about to show y'all something. Watch this. Here go my question. Watch this.
Collected more evidence. Obviously, now they're focusing on her prosecution. But initially,
now what did the wall do to her? Why she beating up the wall like that? What the wall do? The wall made you mad too? Did the wall make her mad too? Shout out to Carlton. What's good with it, bro? Why she beating up the wall like that? See?
Early on, the family actually had to retain counsel in order to push the state attorneys and the investigators in this case to continue an investigation. So that's probably why there's some pieces missing early on in the case, and why a computer would be able to leave the scene, allegedly.
Fair enough. That's right. She was not immediately arrested. You're exactly right. She was allowed to leave. Quickly, Jack, do they have an obligation?
Yeah, she would. See, and that, to me, that Do you guys see how they're trying to quickly gloss over that? We're gonna just quickly gloss over the fact that at first, she wasn't arrested. We just kind of dropped the ball on that. To me, that is the part that they need to continue to harp on, because this could have all been done already. This could have all been taken care of. Everything would have been all done, everything complete. It is what it is. Call it a day. But because of them being who they are, they gave her a pass, and that pass didn't cash out because more and more evidence kept coming out. Make it make sense.
To turn it over? Oh, I think if you come across something like this, you certainly can't simply hide this. That's part of the problem, but it does bring up a broader question. How good is the investigation, as we just mentioned, is if we think about the fact that they dropped this through a hole, how's the rest of this? How is this going to go when you actually get to trial? Because sometimes you never know how good a case is really until you start trying to introduce evidence and you go, oh, I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have that. This could be a real problem for the state. We're going to see.
All right, so there's that. All right. So yeah, so like I said, we're gonna keep following this. TMZ came out with an article. We're gonna take a look at TMZ's article real quick. We're not gonna play anything off of TMZ because TMZ is them folks, and them folks are the only folks that really have a big issue with people reacting to or reusing their content because they want to squeeze every little dollar out of whatever they can, which is just pathetic when you have all the dollars in the world anyway, but it is what it is. TMZ, Courtney Clenney, parents released from jail on bond. They must surrender in March. All right. So I wonder how much was the bond was. Anybody know how much the bond was? What if they find some more evidence? You think they're going to trash it if they try to find any more evidence? Courtney Clenney's parents are now out of custody after being arrested on a warrant out of Florida, but their brush with the law isn't over. They have to turn themselves in eventually. So they got to turn themselves in. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ Kim and Deborah Clenney were released from jail Wednesday on bond, and they're back home in Austin now. This is after their legal team was able to step in and make a case in front of a judge. The problem, they're far from out of the woods in this matter. Namely, we're told that due to surrender to authorities in Miami or on or before March 1st, as the warrant that got them hauled in the first place is still active as of now. When they eventually surrender, our sources say the Clenneys will have to post another bond to be released again, about $5,000, we're told, which shouldn't be difficult. Okay. The bottom line is, it sounds like they'll be able to secure their freedom as they fight the charges against them. Remember, prosecutors in Miami allege that the Clenneys illegally accessed a computer that belonged to Courtney's slain boyfriend, Christian, in the aftermath of his death. Now, again, let's just actually take this all the way back. How much blame do the police have in the fact that the Clenneys got the computer? Do you guys think that the police share any of the blame? If you guys think that the police should share some of the blame for the Clenney family getting the computer, give me a thumbs up. If you guys don't think that the police share any of the blame, give me a thumbs down. I think the police are to blame for some of this, because had they done this properly and arrested her instead of letting her go, they'd have been able to get all the evidence right then. So a lot of the very people who are prosecuting this, a lot of this is their fault. A lot of this is their fault. And what's interesting is probably nothing's going to happen to them. You know what I'm saying? Probably not too much is going to happen to them. Incompetence. Yeah, facts. Shout out to PD that remains. If you guys agree that everybody is incompetent in this situation, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. The whole entire, this right here is when incompetence turns deadly, basically. Would you guys agree with that? This is when incompetence turns deadly. In the charging documents, law enforcement made clear that they were monitoring the Clenneys and that their alleged communication about his laptop, which they say the group discussed at length. What's wild about this is we interviewed the Clenneys not too long ago, and they telegraphed this exact sentiment, telling us they knew their communications were being recorded and that law enforcement was keeping tabs on them. We also know how the Clenneys feel strongly that they didn't do anything wrong here, but this whole thing will have to play out in court. As for Courtney, she's doing court herself on Thursday for a hearing. But our sources tell us she'll also be arraigned on anew on these computer charges. Okay, so there's that. All right, so now there's an article that came out from the Miami Herald. All right. Shout out to Kirk Alton. Make sure you guys show him some love. Throw some radiation emoji, some flames, everything in the chat for him with the $4.99 super chat. Definitely appreciate it, bro. Kirk said, super chat is spazzing. My comments in the main discussion. Oh, hold on real quick. Do I need to scroll up? Did I miss one? Let me see. Hold on. Oh, yeah, it's YouTube trying to censor the super chat. Yo, that's crazy. I've been hearing people having issues with this with the super chatting. As much as YouTube takes out of the super chat, they better make sure that they keep it where people are able to super chat. They're gonna make it so nobody wants to super chat anymore, and then they're gonna lose out on all their money. Then they're gonna come trying to take away our AdSense. You know what I'm saying? Then they're gonna come trying to take away our AdSense because they messed up. Incompetence all the way around the board. YouTube is incompetent. YouTube is incompetent, ladies and gentlemen. They let somebody have a head in a plastic bag for 5 hours and get 5,000 views. YouTube can't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shout out to my man Kirk Alden. Kirk said, was trying to give you 20, but I had to break up the ducats. Hey, I ain't mad at it. Yo, honestly, for real, that right there is probably the best way to give super chats. I always wonder, like, I see people giving like these huge super chats, and I'm like, you know what's crazy? If you just broke that super chat down into the one, like, because the more you pay, the more characters you're able to use, right? If you broke it down into like a 5, 10, or 20 instead of giving like the big super chats, you could have more super chats and get more comments read. Unless you in one of those for real grifter streams where they be like, we ain't reading nothing unless it's 50 and up. You know what I'm saying? That's when you be in the real grift streams. But you know what I'm saying? This 50-50 grift. You know what I'm saying? This half real, half grift. You know, this is a hybrid. You know what I'm saying? So now here it says text revealed discussions of hacking laptop of OnlyFans model dead boyfriend, Warrant says. All right, so they talking about the warrant too. An arrest warrant for the parents of OnlyFans model and accused murderer Courtney Clenney lays out how her attorney and her parents discussed trying to gain illegal entry to her dead boyfriend's computer in a group chat long after his death. How did they get access to this? You like that, Carlton? Hybrid griff? Yeah, this is the hybrid griff, bro. This is the hybrid griff. How did they get access to this to know what was going on the phone? I don't know how they did that, but you know. The 9-page arrest document says that in February of 2023, with investigators unable to unlock Clenney and her parents' cell phones, a judge signed off on a warrant giving police access to iCloud accounts that stored information inside of those phones. The warrant says that once access was granted, investigators uncovered among more than 4,000 messages, conversations between Clenney, her parents, and Clenney's South Florida attorneys, Frank Prito and Sabrina Puglisi. So this is how they got it. Okay. Included within the group chat were various discussions about the victim's laptop and how to access it. Miami-Dade Police cybercrimes detective Adrian Perez wrote in the couple's arrest warrant signed by Miami-Dade Circuit Court Judge Mindy Glazer earlier this month. I'd hate to have that as the last name, Glazer. That's something, isn't it? Wouldn't that be crazy to have Glazer as your last name? Kirk, shout out to my man Kirk with the $4.99 super chat. Make sure you guys show him some love. Please throw some flames, radiation emoji, and ducks in the chat. My man says, still cutting the super chat brick like Shannon Sharp cutting that Cat Williams clip. Facts. That's how you got to do it, bro. That's how you got to do it. Cut it up. You know what I'm saying? Cut it. You know what I'm saying? Like Young Dolph and OT Genesis. You know what I'm saying? Like Young Dolph and OG Genesis. You know what I'm saying? So Clenney was charged with a second-degree murder in the stabbing of her boyfriend, Christian Obumseli, after a heated argument in their Bayside, Miami condominium in August of 2022. News of the domestic strife between the young globetrotting couple, he a cryptocurrency trader and she a social media influencer with millions of followers, propelled the story to international headlines. Clenney's parents, Deborah Lynn Clenney, who is 57, and Kim DeWay Clenney, who is 60, were arrested Tuesday in Austin, Texas. They've been charged with the single count of illegally accessing Obumseli's computer and are expected to be extradited to Miami. South Florida prosecutors believe Kim Clenney grabbed a computer from his daughter's apartment at One Paraiso in Miami's Edgewater neighborhood sometime between Obumseli's April 2022 death and his girlfriend's arrest in Hawaii in August that same year. Though Perito and Puglisi are mentioned as trying to figure out how to access Obumseli's computer in the warrant, they aren't accused of any crimes. Now, let me ask you guys this. Why are they not accused of any crimes? This is what I don't understand. If this was a crime for the parents and if this was a crime for Clenney, why is it not a crime for the attorney as well? Because the attorney's supposed to be operating as an agent for or a surrogate of all parties involved, which would be Courtney Clenney and the parents. So how is the lawyer not being scrutinized for any of this? Does that make any sense? To me, it doesn't make any sense for the lawyer to not be under any scrutiny. They're not even scrutinizing him. They're not even criticizing him. They're not even doing anything. You know what I'm saying? So now here says Courtney Clenney, who's currently jailed at Turner Guilford Knight Correctional Center, was charged on Tuesday with the same offenses as her parents, illegally hacking into someone else's computer. Her attorneys were expected at a hearing in Miami-Dade Central Court on Thursday. So here goes the warrants that they're talking about. There's 9 pages of warrant. All right. See that? They got it all right there. Now, let me ask y'all this. I can do a stream where all we do is go over the warrant. If that's something that y'all want me to do, give me a thumbs up in the chat. Also, to the people that watch on the replay, make sure that y'all say something in the comment section if y'all want me to do that. All right. So now here it says, we believe the Clenney family has been targeted with some trumped up charges. We heard that before, to discredit them in the press and make their lives miserable. It stinks of a power play by prosecutors to control the narrative. The statement read, it appears the prosecutors are going for media mileage in this one with little or no evidence, as we have yet to know what the true accusations are. It's unnecessary and distasteful. The warrant says that when the group figured out the computer's entry code in September of 2023, Kim Clenney responds, hell yeah, that pin works. It's unclear what, if anything, was discovered or taken from the device. Attorney Larry Haneyfield, who is representing the Obumselis in a lawsuit, said Tuesday night the family is at least satisfied that justice is being served. Everything alleged about Obumseli's murder led to international media attention. 2 young, beautiful people living in an exclusive waterfront condo in sexy Miami in a relationship filled with domestic strife. They also spent time in Texas and traveled to Las Vegas and frequented Hawaii. Let me ask you guys a question. How many of y'all think that you have a good, fruitful relationship with an OnlyFans model? If you guys think that that's a sign of a good, wholesome relationship, give me a thumbs up. If you guys don't, give me a thumbs down. Now, I don't know if they're just doing, I don't know why they would say this, but I don't know. Like that to me, like it's just another day in the hood, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I don't really see nothing special about these two. You know what I mean? Known as Courtney Taylor on social media, she boasted over 2 million followers on various platforms. Now, that's how easy it is for certain people to just have followers for no reason. This is what we be talking about when I'm talking about people on social media who just have subscribers and followers and all of that for no reason. Why do this Courtney Taylor have 2 million followers? She got 2 million simps that just throw money at her for no reason. Now, here go the thing, right? Hey, if the market is there and is paying, take advantage of it. But the simps are the ones that create the market. I don't. Anytime people be talking about these OnlyFans models, you know, it's people that do streams all day talking about people OnlyFans models, and they mad at the OnlyFans models and all the damn OnlyFans models. Who creates the demand for the OnlyFans models? They're only servicing a market. One of the problems that I have is that dudes tend to create situations where women are able to prey on how much of a simp dudes are, and then the dudes turn around and become outraged because they created that situation where they've allowed the simping to become toxic, and now you got people cashing in on how much of a simp people are. You know what I mean? Make it make sense. This is a lot of the complaints that people be having. You know, if you watch Fresh and Fit, that's all they talking about. They mad about OnlyFans models, But Fresh and Fit, their audience is the same audience that buys the OnlyFans content. They're dudes that are simps that don't want to be simps. And simps pay for OnlyFans content, and they pay to be talked to by dudes that they think are alpha males that's going to somehow magically make them not a simp. Like, make it make sense. None of this makes sense. But regardless, I don't know why Courtney Taylor has 2 million followers. You know what I'm saying? Her attorneys have argued that the killing was in self-defense and justified. Relatives of Obumseli assert he was never a threat. In the days following her arrest, investigators uncovered several episodes of what appeared to be Clenney attacking Obumseli. Now, here go the question. Have we yet to see an episode of Obumseli attacking Clenney? They keep sitting up here. Shout out to Deneen, by the way. They keep sitting up here talking about how this is mutually toxic and all of this. I haven't seen any mutual toxicity. I've only seen one person putting their hands on another person. I've only seen one person defending themselves in this entire situation. And it's the guy who said all the negative stuff about Black Americans and Black women. That's the guy who's defending himself from somebody who he said was better than Black Americans and Black women. So just saying. Can't leave that out. Now, that's interesting, right? Because somebody affected his brain and made him think that way. And because he thought that way, he ended up dealing with somebody that put him in a casket. Now, let me ask you guys this. Even though you're responsible for your own decisions, I want to know who you all think are responsible for the components of Christopher Obumseli's brains that made him feel that way, that put him at risk. Do you guys think that that American propaganda is responsible? And that American propaganda, I think that American propaganda should be added to this lawsuit as an accomplice for brainwashing Christopher Obumseli to not only be a simp, but for him to make assumptions on people, quote unquote, based on skin color. Because, you know, that's what the conservatives say. The conservatives say that, you know, everybody just bases everything on skin color. Well, Obumseli based everything on skin color per his text. And that basing everything on skin color got him put in the ground. So I think that like Fox News and, you know what I'm saying, a lot of these people out here, I think that they should be liable as an accomplice and be on the defense, you know what I'm saying, right along with Courtney Clenney. What y'all think? If y'all agree, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. So now here's the, and then, oh yeah, not to mention he's got double issues, right? Because he comes from a place that was colonized to here in the United States where WS is still running rampant, doing the same thing that it's always done. So now he's got the colonized issues compiled on top of all of the nonsense going on here. That's a lot, man. That's a lot, but it don't exist, though. It don't exist. Well, guess what? As a result of him buying into that stuff, he doesn't exist anymore either. Do you guys think that Ron DeSantis said anything about this? I'm surprised. Let me ask y'all this question. Are you all surprised that Ron DeSantis didn't donate $1 million to Courtney Clenney's defense fund? If you're surprised that Ron DeSantis did not provide money to Courtney Clenney's defense fund, give me a thumbs up. And the reason why is because Ron DeSantis, as we all know, one of the things that Ron DeSantis is famous for, taking money from racists, right? That's been proven. And another thing that he's famous for is he likes to put money in the pockets of white people who kill black people. These are things that Ron DeSantis has done. He also created a state, which this is in Florida, right? Dollar General massacre. And all of this going on, he's in the boxing ring with Mickey Mouse and standing like 5'3". I'm just saying, these are all things that you got to look at, especially dealing with Florida. You know what I'm saying? So now here says prosecutors released a series of text messages in which Obumseli accused his girlfriend of stabbing him twice, as well as recording of her screaming at him and using racial slurs. So you're dealing with somebody that's calling you racial slurs and laughing like a goofball in the elevator. Like, unbelievable. Prosecutors released a series of text messages in which Obumseli accused his girlfriend of stabbing him twice, as well as a recording of her screaming at him and using racial slurs. Clenney's defense attorneys have slammed the recordings and text messages and other evidence as one-sided and being cherry-picked. Where it's their responsibility to put out information that tries to make Obumseli look bad. So where is their information to make Obumseli look bad? Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. Deneen said that Ron wears the kitten heels. You said Ron wear the kitten heels? Yeah, he probably did. That's hilarious. Oh man, he wearing them kitten heels and is trying to stop all the LGBTQ stuff down there. That's crazy. That's crazy work. Come on, Ron, get it together, man. Figure out what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if you want to run for president, you know what I'm saying, or not. Man, he's famous for getting beat twice by Trump. In Miami, the staff at the condo building where they lived tried to evict them after numerous complaints. Surveillance video from February of 2022 caught her attacking him in the elevator of their Miami apartment. Police say they received a frantic call from Courtney Clenney on April 3rd of 2022. She and her boyfriend, she said her boyfriend had been stabbed. Yeah, and she just left out the part that it was her that happened to stab him. You know what I'm saying? And he went there. Now, mind you, right? He went there after she was beating him up and busting him all upside his head. That night after Las Vegas. Begging. He was begging to get beat up some more. Like, make it make sense. Let me see this. I think we might have looked at this already. I think we might have looked at this already. But I want here. They got a copy of the arrest warrant. See, they got the arrest warrant down here. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Hold on. All right. Y'all see it? If y'all can see that, give me a thumbs up. If y'all can't, give me a thumbs down. Let's do this full screen. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So there's an arrest warrant. Hold on real quick. What the hell? Oh, okay. You know what? Hold on. We about to do like this. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all being here. If y'all haven't smashed that like button yet, please take a moment, smash that like button. Also, if you guys haven't hit the bell, make sure you guys take a moment, hit that bell, and share the stream to your social media. All right. So let me see something real quick. Anybody that's interested in looking at this warrant, I'm going to give y'all, I'm going to put the article to this, or put the link to this article in the chat. Hold on. What kind of sentence do you guys think she's gonna get? First and foremost, do y'all even think she's gonna get found guilty? She might not even get found guilty. Oh, it didn't put the whole thing in there. It didn't put the whole thing in there. Hold on real quick. I'm about to try to find that other article. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, yeah, it's this one. Hopefully this one will be able to fit. Let me see. Yeah, I think this might work. Let's try this one. All right, let's try this one. Let me know if this comes out. That should have came out in the form of a link, and it should have been just one line. It shouldn't have been two. So hopefully y'all got that. All right. So yeah, so here go the warrant right here. We just skim through it real quick. Let's see. So Christopher Opumaselli, he was an educated dude. Your affiant is Detective Adrian Perez. Oh, okay. They talking about Adrian Perez. I thought they was talking about Opumaselli. Yeah, so they got all the information here. So we could at some point go through this entire warrant if y'all want to. Let me know if that's something that y'all want to do, and we'll definitely set that up. Now, if we do that, shout out to my man Days. What's good with it, bro? If we do that, that's gonna definitely be a members only stream, because I ain't about to be sitting here all damn day doing that shit. I'll do it for y'all though, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be sitting here going through that shit all day. Let me see. Hold on. But we can though. But like I said, that's definitely going to be members only if we do that. So make sure after the stream, if y'all want to comb through this warrant with a fine tooth comb, y'all let me know. You know what I'm saying? We'll set it up and figure it out. And they got a little video here on Fox 7 called Crime Watch. We're going to take a look at a little bit of this. All right, let's see what they're talking about on here. And also, shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all being here. If y'all haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. Try to get us to 100. I know y'all can do it. Let me see. Y'all killing it tonight, and I appreciate y'all.
And thanks for watching this Crime Watch YouTube exclusive, where we take a look back at recent crime stories that have been making headlines in our area and across the state. The owner of a brewery in South Austin says a man hurled rocks at his business, causing thousands of dollars in damage.
So we got to go through here and find it. All right, so it's right here. Okay. Did y'all hear that dad when he was on the stand? When the father was on the stand, he was sitting up there like, yeah, and my daughter needs to be treated right. Bro, did you not notice that your daughter is an OnlyFans model? And that she does drugs? Did you not notice that? Like, your daughter's not making you look like too good of a father. Would you guys agree that Courtney Clenney does not make her dad look like a standout dad? So while you sitting up here acting like this is daddy's little girl, like let's stop fronting. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, shout out to my man Days. Days says no reason as to why we're we're at 100 members, bro. But y'all can still become members though. You know what I'm saying? The next milestone is 200, so let's get that 200. Shout out to my man Days. Days says no reason as to why we're not at 100 members. Let's show our appreciation. $5 challenge. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. Make sure you guys show Days some love. Throw some radiation emoji and some flames in the chat. Definitely appreciate it.
The couple lived in Austin. In August of 2022, we spoke with a neighbor that says he was a witness to arguments the couple had while living at the Berkshire River View.
Facts, Deneen. She is a who. Let me ask y'all this, because actually Deneen brings up a good point. Who's more of a lunatic? Courtney Clenney or Christian Obumseli? Because they both got to be a little bit off. But which one is more off? Right?
In Miami.
I'm actually not having a good day. We're actually literally I want to kill you, but you don't take me seriously.
Did y'all heard what she said, right? Y'all heard what she said. And shout out to my man Kirk Alden. Yo, make sure y'all throw Kirk and Days some flames and some radiation emoji in the chat. Kirk said Days ×2 combo. Let's keep this going. Shout out to y'all, man. I appreciate it. And y'all know, like I said, y'all been killing it, man. Y'all killed it last month on the support. Y'all killing it already starting out this month. Y'all know how it's going to go. Y'all keep killing it. You know what I'm saying? Your boy going to be in a chop shop. You know what I'm saying? There's that. You know what I'm saying? There's that. Too much craziness going on, man. Yeah, shout out to Deneen. Big facts. Deneen says, I don't wish death on anyone, but what did he expect would happen? Exactly. And she looking, here's the crazy thing, right? And y'all heard it. Y'all heard it here. She literally said, I'm having a bad day right now. I want to delete you. If you only knew how serious I was. If y'all heard her say that, give me a thumbs up. If y'all didn't hear her say it, give me a thumbs down. She said that. She did that. She did that. You know what I'm saying? So real quick, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, a lot of content. Make sure you guys watch this stream all the way through to the end. It'll take you into the video premieres that's coming. And I got a couple live streams planned tomorrow. I had more live streams planned that I wanted to do today, but your boy was tired, man. I went to sleep, sat down, and just didn't wake up. You know what I'm saying? So I want to shout out Sun Kissed by the Most High for becoming a new member. Make sure you guys show her some love. Shout out to my man Kirk, killing it on the super chats. Shout out to my man Win Loser Rug. Shout out to Jerry. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Kirk again. Look at Kirk, man. Throw them flames and some ducks and some radiation emojis in the chat for Kirk. Look at Kirk killing it on the support, man. I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Days. Definitely appreciate you, bro. And Kirk again. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all, man. I really appreciate it. Like I said, y'all about to get laced up with some good content. Be on the lookout tomorrow. Make sure y'all subbed up to the backup channels. Join the Discord. The link is in the chat. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at Base Reality 2 so that you always get notifications because y'all know YouTube be playing. And as always, ladies and gentlemen,
walk up in the life. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. Hold up. Look, walking this bitch like, hey. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, hey. I'm really him. Don't believe me? Come and see me. Got 3 wishes from my genie. Now I'm on your local TV. Y'all on tour. Got demons. Say she wanna come and see me when I'm in a local city. I'm like, pause though. Please step aside so they can see me. And I walk up in this like, yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, I'm really him. On God. Walk up in this like, yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, I'm really him. I'm the realest from my city, that's on money, that's on Kiwi, that's on mamas. Nigga, don't believe me, come and see me. I been dodging all that face. All these niggas working broke, but I been getting paid. All that know me from the street. Flexing for what feature, that's like every other week. Talk behind my back, I kick my feet up, have a seat. Cause at the end of the day, all these watching me as I walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him, on God. Walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him, on God. Walk up in this light. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like I'm really him. Hold up. Look, walking this light. Hey. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, hey, I'm really